Hello, namaste, yogi friends. Welcome to yoga class. Today our practice is going to center around the theme of creativity. So we'll be invoking the essence of the second chakra. We'll begin by coming onto our backs. Place the soles of the feet to touch and open the knees wide. Feel free to place some blocks underneath the knees. Bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your abdomen. Let's take a deep breath in together. And open your mouth. Exhale, let it go. And again, deep breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more, just like that. Full deep breath in. Feel the rise of the belly, the rib cage, and the upper chest. And exhale, release. Now come into your ujjayi breath, in and out, softly through the nose, making that whisper-like sound as the breath moves in and out. As we explore the theme of creativity, I'd like to suggest that creativity is really a way of exploring life. It's a way of stepping beyond what's known and familiar into a vast, infinite unknown. And yoga at its very heart is an invitation to do just that. Each time we step onto our mats, we encounter our body as if it's for the first time. And that's because our breath, our sensations, our movements, they're ever changing. They're unpredictable. They're filled with mystery. This is why we say the body is uncharted territory. So as we move through our practice today, let's create space for discovery. Lao Tzu said that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Yoga teaches us to embrace each step, each moment with curiosity and with openness. Today, let's move through our practice with playfulness and curiosity, letting the breath guide us and speak to us, letting go of judgment and expectation, and trusting in the process of unfolding. And as you do that, you might find that your mat becomes your canvas, and your body the brush, your breath the inspiration. Let's gently lift the feet up off of the earth now, bringing that Baddha Konasana up off the earth, and draw the feet over the heart space, interlacing the fingers over the feet. Knees are still open wide. Just allow the knees to sink down toward the mat. And then let's open this up into a happy baby, clasping the insides or outsides of the feet, rocking side to side. And then come back to center. Let's keep the right leg as it is as we extend the left leg long onto the mat. And then just begin to straighten that right leg, moving the hand to the outside pinky toe edge of the right foot. Open the left arm to the left and gaze over the left shoulder. Opening through the right inner thigh and the front of the chest. Just breathe. On your inhale, bring that right leg back to center. Hold on to the right foot with both hands. Just pull the foot towards the face. Feel the opening along the back of the right thigh, the calf, even into the ankle. And now let's hold the right foot with the left hand. Open the right arm to the right and let the right leg fall over to the left as you gaze out over the right shoulder. On your inhale, bring the right foot back to center one more time. Just hug it in. And then we'll come back into our happy baby, rocking side to side. Maybe straighten one leg and then the other. Maybe straighten both legs. And this time, let's keep that left leg as it is. Extend the right leg long onto the mat. Right arm opens to the right. Begin to straighten through the left leg, clasping the pinky toe edge of the left foot with the left hand. Gaze out over the right shoulder. Think of pressing the right hip down to the earth. So we're not coming off of that hip, but keeping the hips both equally grounded. Stay with your breath. Invite the mental chatter to quiet. On your inhale, draw the left leg back to center. Hold on to the foot with both hands, and then just invite the foot towards the face. Maybe it just moves an inch. That's okay. Have the intention, and slowly the body will mold itself to the intention of the mind. Now let's hold on to the left foot with the right hand. Drop the left leg over to the right as you gaze out over the right arm. When we quiet the mind, we can find an inner stillness. And it's in that stillness that we become receptive to something deeper. Our inner voice, our authentic self. Whatever you call it, let's listen for it. Inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, bend both knees, hug those into the chest, gently rock side to side. And then on your inhale, rock yourself up to a seat and exhale back. Inhale, rock up. Exhale back. Inhale, rock up and come all the way into a standing forward fold. Clasp opposite elbows. Have a soft bend in the knees and just let the spine unfurl, creating space between the discs, between the vertebrae. Release the hands, keep the soft bend in your knees as you roll yourself all the way up to standing. And when you arrive at standing, shrug the shoulders up and away from the ears, step the feet to touch, and draw the hands into your heart center. Inhale that prayer hand up to the sky. Exhale, wide arms, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, bend the knees, come into a squat. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, gather a momentum, and as you breathe in, come all the way into forward fold. On your inhale, sweep the arms to the sides, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands come to heart center. On your inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, come into that squat, and then breathe in, roll back and forward. Back and forward. One more round, back, this time all the way into forward fold. On your inhale, breathe in, lengthen the spine, and come all the way up to standing. Hands to heart center. Let's take one more round. Inhale, arms reach overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Keep the spine straight. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, sink back. And let's rock forward and back 3 times. On your 3rd time, you'll come all the way into that forward fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, draw the hands into your heart center. Take a breath in and a breath out. On your inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, hinge forward, coming into the fold. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Sink the hips, reach even through the fingertips. Draw your hands down to your heart, and let's take a twist. Right elbow will come to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms strongly together. Think of left elbow lifting up to the sky. As you inhale, rise back into your crescent. And exhale, lower the palms to the inside of the left foot and we'll pivot into Skandasana. Left knee is bent, right toes flex up to the sky. And then we'll shift over to the opposite side. Right knee bends, left toes reach to the sky. One more time, shifting left. Take a breath in and then shift over to the right. From here, let's plant the palms inside the right foot and then pivot to the back of your mat and open for Warrior Two. Right knee is bent, left leg is straight, arms extend, extended side angle now toward the back of your mat. Feel the left rib cage expand, keep the legs, reverse the warrior. Right arm up and over. Come back to your Warrior Two and then straighten that right leg, heel toe the feet just an inch or two closer. We'll come into Goddess Squat, toes face out to the sides of your mat, bend the knees, reach the arms up, interlacing the fingers and flipping the palms to the sky. Inhale, straighten the legs, and now we'll come into triangle facing the front of the mat. This time left leg is straight and facing forward. Left hand reaches down, right hand reaches up. Think of pulling that top shoulder back. And now let's exhale, plant both palms, coming into pyramid pose over the left leg. See how much you can release the upper back here. Inhale, lengthen the spine, pivot onto the right toes, step the left foot back and reach the left toes up to the sky. Keep that leg lifted as you move through your chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, and exhale with a push-up. Press back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the right foot forward between the hands, rise up, crescent lunge. Sink the hips as you lift through the upper body. So opposing forces, upper body lifts, lower body sinks. Hands come to your heart center. We'll take our twist, left elbow to the outside of the right knee, press the palms strongly together, and use the press of the hands to twist deeper into this pose. On your next breath in, rise back up, crescent lunge. And then let's open for warrior two. Right knee is bent. Keep the right knee aligned directly over the ankle. As you exhale, move into extended side angle. Left arm reaches up and overhead. Right fingertips reaching down to the earth. Press strongly into the pinky toe edge of your left foot as you reverse that warrior. Right arm reaches up and overhead. Breathe into the right side body. And then we'll lower both hands to the inside of the right foot, coming into Skandasana, palms at heart center or resting on the mat. Let's shift over to the left, right leg straightens, left knee bends. And one more time on each side, moving to the right and moving to the left. And then from here, let's open back to warrior two. Left knee is bent. Now we'll straighten the left leg. Coming into Trikonasana, triangle pose, drop the left hand as you reach the right fingertips to the sky. Feel that opposing action of reaching in both directions. And then lower the right hand, place one hand on each side of the left foot, coming into pyramid pose. You might walk that back foot in, just a footprint. Fold forward. Release the weight out of the upper back. As you inhale, spin onto the right toes, extend the left leg high. Keep that extended for Ekapada Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, taking the extra push-up, press back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Walk or jump to the back of your mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to standing. And exhale, hands to heart center. On your inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Keep the spine long. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step the right foot back. Inhale, rise up for crescent lunge. Lower body sinks. Hands come to heart center. Let's take the twist. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Palms press. Inhale back into crescent lunge. And then open for warrior two. Gaze out over the left fingertips. Extended side angle. Stay strong in the legs as you reverse the warrior. Left hand up and over. Inhale back to warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Heel toe the feet in. Heels in, toes out. Coming into our goddess squat. Arms reach overhead. Flip the palms. Straighten the right leg. Trikonasana as you inhale. On your exhale, lower the left hand, one hand on each side of the right foot. Pyramid pose. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, extend the right leg up behind you. Keep that extension as you move through your chaturanga flow. Inhale to up dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step the right foot forward, rise up, crescent lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take the twist as you exhale, staying with that ujjayi breath, letting that be your guide throughout practice. Inhale back into crescent lunge. As you exhale, open up for warrior two. Exhale, drop the right hand, left arm reaches, feel the expansion in the left side body, and then keep the legs as you reverse the warrior. Inhale back to warrior two, and then bend into the right knee, coming into skandasana on the right, and then the left. One more time on each side, shift to the right, and then to the left. And from here, let's open up into warrior two. Left knee is bent, straighten through the left leg, move into trikonasana, drop the left hand, reach through the right fingertips, heart expands and opens as you're here. And then lower the right fingertips, fold into pyramid pose. Spin onto the right toes, extend the left leg high, keep that extension, flow through your chaturanga, lowering the left leg as you come into up dog. Take a push up and press it back, downward facing dog. Big breath in and out through the nose, staying with ujjayi breathing. Step the right foot forward and then spin around quarter turn to the middle of the mat. Let's fold into prasarita, interlace the fingers behind the back, and let the hands drop over the head, elbows straight. Take a few breaths here. Feel the vitality coursing through your body. Stay connected with deep ujjayi breath. On your next breath in, begin to rise halfway. Release the palms under the shoulders and turn to face the left leg. On an inhale, step the right foot forward, lengthen the spine, and then as you exhale, separate the feet hip distance. Reach around behind you again, interlace the palms, press the palms toward one another as you allow the hands to fall over the head. Take a deep breath in and exhale, let it out. Gently release the hands, heel toe the feet to touch. And on an inhale, sweep the arms to the sides as you rise up to standing. Exhale, draw the hands to your heart space. Let's step back into the middle of our mats. We'll come into a balancing posture. Pull the right knee into the chest. Now know that you can stay right here with the fingers interlaced around that right knee, or reach down with the left palm, clasp the outside pinky toe edge of the right foot, and open the right arm to the right for a twist. To really challenge your balance here, gaze out over the right fingertips. And then let's shift the gaze to the top of the mat, bend the right knee, and we'll just swing it behind us, coming into warrior three with hands at heart center. Flex the right toes down toward the mat, and then step the right foot back. Flatten the pinky toe edge to the short side of the mat, and we'll come into pyramid pose, folding over the right leg. I'm going to walk my hands backward here toward the right foot. Once you find your posture, see how much you can release the tension from the neck and from the back. Arms are just there for support. No clenching or grasping. Think softness as you remain here for another breath. On your inhale, walk the hands forward and step back into downward facing dog. Hinge forward into plank pose, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, press it back, downward facing dog. On your inhale, step forward, lengthen the spine. Exhale, take the length into a fold. Inhale, halfway lift, separate the feet hip distance. Coming into Padangustasana, slide the palms underneath the feet. You can allow the elbows to move out to the sides of the body, or for more of a wrist stretch, think of pulling those elbows toward the mat behind you, so the back of your mat. In all of the forward folds, think of releasing the upper back and the neck. Let's release the hands, heel toe the feet to touch, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, hands to center. So let's step back to the middle of the mat. This time pull the left knee into the chest. Option to stay right here. You can take the twist from right here or reach down with the right hand, clasp the outside of the left foot, and then inhale, sweep the left arm open to the back of the mat. Let the gaze follow the left fingertips if you're looking for more of a balance challenge. And then we'll return, hands to heart center, swing the left leg behind you for warrior three. And as you exhale, lower that left foot, flatten it onto the mat, and we'll come forward into our pyramid pose over the right leg. You can walk the hands back toward the back of the mat and then come into the softness of the pose. Release the neck, the head, the upper back. Just let the muscles receive this posture. There's no forcing, no straining. Simply be here and breathe. On your inhale, walk the hands forward, step the right foot back to downward facing dog. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, come into plank pose and flow through your chaturanga. Imagine that it's one fluid movement with no stopping, just one sequence connected with breath. Inhale and exhale. Hinge forward into your plank pose and then drop the knees down to the mat. We're going to spin open into a wide angle pose. So open the legs to a comfortable distance. We don't need to press to any crazy edge here. Just go until you feel some sensation. I'm going to point the toes today. We do a lot of flexion in yoga, so let's try something different. Just point the toes. Keep the spine straight as you begin to walk the hands forward. You may not go very far, that's okay. Feel something, pause, and breathe spaciousness into that sensation. You might find after you rest for a few breaths here, you're able to move a bit deeper into the pose. So tune in with your body, close your eyes, simply feel and breathe. On your next inhale, gently begin to walk yourself back up. And then walk the right hand out to the right. Inhale, sweep the left arm up and overhead. Breathe into the left rib cage. Create expansion. Create opening. And then let's drop that left hand down, one hand on each side of the right leg. You have a hint of a twist and also a forward fold. So just fold the torso as far as you can into this posture. You'll feel this as a twist. And then we'll reverse sides. This time, left hand reaches out to the left side of the mat. Right arm up and overhead. And then we'll slowly release the right hand, one hand on each side of the left leg. Twist and fold, all in the same posture. As much as you can, keep creating length between the vertebrae. On your inhale, walk yourself back up. And this time, let's flex the toes up to the sky. And once more, walk the hands out. You might find that you can move a bit deeper. I think it's very helpful to repeat postures in a single practice. The muscles know what to expect. They're warmed up. So oftentimes, the second or third round, you can move deeper. And this is where you really create flexibility. It's in the repetition of the pose. On your inhale, lengthen the spine as you walk yourself back up. And then gently bend the knees. Bring the soles of the feet to touch. And let's come into a wide angle Baddha Konasana. Knees open wide, soles of the feet touch, but then think of opening the feet like they're the pages of a book, and give yourself a little self-massage on those feet, just hitting all of the acupuncture and acupressure points. And then with lengthen the spine, begin to hinge forward at the hips. We'll start with a nice straight spine, just thinking of crown of the head moving forward, tailbone moving back. And then if you'd like to dip the head down and round the spine, you can find a little freedom and do that here. On your inhale, rise back up. And from here, let's just come into a comfortable seat. I'm going to sit cross-legged, but feel free to sit on a block or a cushion. We'll be here for about a minute or two. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Feel your chest and your belly expand. Exhale. Let go of any tension. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, imagine yourself stepping into a vast open space, a place of infinite possibility. With your next inhale, silently repeat to yourself, I am open. As you exhale, let go of any judgment or expectation. Simply breathe in openness and curiosity, and breathe out limitation. Imagine that with each breath, you're connecting to a wellspring of creativity deep within you. Now gently float the eyes open, and let's make our way down onto our back. Hug the knees into your chest. And from here, we'll extend the feet up toward the sky. You have an option to stay right here in this modified legs up the wall pose, or if it's safe for your neck, you can make your way into plow pose by extending the legs behind the head. If the feet touch the floor, interlace the fingers and straighten through the elbows. Keep the sit bones moving up toward the sky. Even here, imagine creating space rather than compression in the spine. Let's slowly make our way onto the back, supporting the hips if you're coming out of plow pose, and extend the left leg straight, hug the right knee into the body, and then we'll simply take a twist, shift that right knee over to the left, extend the right arm out. Think of pressing the right shoulder down into the mat. Just breathe into this twist. Let it feel good, wringing out the spine, releasing compression. And then we'll come back to center, hug both knees in, and take the opposite side. Extend the right leg. Allow the left knee to make its way over to the right as you gaze to the left. And slowly come back to center one last time. Give yourself a big squeeze, hug the knees in. And then from here, place the feet onto the mat. Let's take one final pose here. Come into bridge pose by lifting the hips. Keep the feet hip distance and the knees magnetizing toward one another, so the knees don't splay out to the sides here. Rather, hug those in. One more time, we can interlace the fingers. We've done lots of shoulder opening today. Hopefully the shoulders are feeling nice and open here. And if they are, you can imagine pressing the palms a bit closer together with the fingers interlaced. Hips lift high, and as you exhale, slowly release. Bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Allow the soles of the feet to touch and the knees to open wide, coming into Supta Baddha Konasana. can release the arms to the sides of the mat now. Close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, picture in your mind's eye a blank canvas. With each inhale, see vibrant colors and shapes begin to appear. With each exhale, let those shapes flow and transform, unrestricted by rules or boundaries. Just play with this mental process of creation, knowing this is unique to you. This is your mental canvas, your opportunity to be creative in this still space. Begin to deepen your breath, filling yourself with inspiration and slowly grounding that energy into the present moment. When you're ready, begin to create some subtle movements in the body and then pull the knees up. Hug the knees back into the chest. And as you're ready, you can roll yourself to your right side. Pause for a breath. Stay soft as you rise up to a seat. Keep the eyes closed. Let the head and neck be the last thing to rise into place. And as we come to the end of our practice, just take a moment to honor the creativity that you've cultivated today. Feel the aliveness in your body and the openness in your mind. Remember that you have creative energy accessible to you always, ready to inspire and guide you in all that you do. You have the power to create a magical, wondrous life. Let's inhale and sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, pull that divine creative spirit into your heart space. I hope you have a beautiful and magical rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.